Yeah, I know I haven't shaved and I look like the rugged outdoorsman, but that's none of your business. You know what today is. It's Thursday. Kick off the vid. Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? You know what time it is? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I kind of need to know because I don't have a watch on. But in all seriousness, this is the Q&A vid that I promised about less than 2 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, but let's kick things off in the normal fashion like always. When it's a Q&A vid, you always start up with the Q. So the first person that submitted a question was Domingo0022 Iway, and his question or questions was, if I could be any food, which food would I be? And what car symbolizes your personality? Great question, Domingo. I would have to say for the first question about food, it's kind of hard because I enjoy food. I don't know if you noticed lately in some of my vids, you know, I done got a little bit big in the stomach there, man, in that belly. But if I had to choose a food, it'd probably typically be an American hamburger. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just, it symbolizes so many things to me, but I guess in my case, because it's big, it's round, and it's brown, you know, no, not like that, man, no, get your mind out of the gutter, dude. And as for a car to symbolize my personality, I would probably have to say, that's really a very tough question, and I like it. I would have to say more of a tank, not because of the slow acceleration, that is to say that I be dumb. No, not for those reasons, but I mean, it's so big and it's so massive and it has so much room for so much capacity in a sense, I guess. And that's kind of how I am a little bit. I'm big in many ways, and that's just my personality. I'm huge and I'm overwhelmingly big, and I accept anybody and everything for what they are. I guess it would have to be a tank. But thanks for submitting your question, and let's go on to the next. The next person that submitted a question was actually submitted it just last night, and I went on ahead and accepted it, so it's all good, man. It's from my homeboy Jugs08, and this time I think I got his name right. None of the jugs like the last time, man. But his question was, what other sports do I like? And if I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? For the sports thing, I think you pretty much already aware I'm a huge football fan. But believe it or not, outside of football and basketball, I do tend to watch some other sports. And believe it or not, I can tolerate baseball. I can sit down for a few hours and look at these guys, you know, test their might in a sense at swinging this huge gigantic tree branch at a little ball that's coming at you over sometimes 100 miles per hour plus. Lately, I've been sitting down with my wife. Even though this last event has just ended, I can also sit down and watch some tennis. When it's something really interesting like tennis, you know, again, a chess game, back and forth, you know, who has the forehand, the backhand, the drop shot and everything like that. It's another sport I tend to like to watch a lot. And as for me visiting in any other part of the world, I may have covered this once already, but I have no problem covering it again. I would have to say Australia because I've just never been and I would really like to go. And everything that I've seen on TV about Australia seems so awesome to me. I just want to see, you know, the outback. I want to see how to possibly learn how to throw a boomerang. Number two, probably would have to go to Tokyo just because of that main city and the lights and everything. It's almost the equivalent of a Times Square type thing. So those probably be the two places I really want to go. Thanks for your question, man. Another personal friend and a great subscriber is Zevo87, and he wrote to me, what are some of the things that I miss most from America since now that I'm living in Denmark? Well, Z, I guess it would have to be the low prices of Walmart. Always. Yeah, in that sense, I do miss a little bit of the economic price changing of some things. Items here in Denmark are ridiculously expensive compared to what they cost in the States. A pair of jeans in the States might cost you like, what, 16, 17, 12 bucks maybe, depends on where you go shop at. Here in Denmark, it's almost like, I want to estimate like $20 to $27. And that to me is just outrageous. And if you buy them and they don't even fit, you're just screwed in a sense. So I miss some of very low prices of items nowadays, you know, clothing, candy, you know, groceries, things of that nature. Now this next person, she's not new. She's been following me for a long time, and she actually submitted a question. I want to say thank you for it. Her name is Debbie OMI, and her first question was, what were your favorite or best subjects in high school? I would have to say in high school, it would most likely be English, because I'm somewhat of a grammar freak in a sense. At times I like to write and just brainstorm and write, put pen to paper and just write whatever comes to mind. Number two would probably have to be PE. Of course, I'm a big athletic dude at that point in time, and it was all about football and trying to look buff, and I wonder what happened now, because I'm no longer any of those things anymore. And number three, of course, would probably have to be music, which was, in my sense, was chorus and band. I didn't do much in band. I learned a little bit of notes and things of that nature, but I was a huge singing buff in chorus. And yes, to this day, I still sing. I haven't joined any groups or anything like that, and I'm always learning to perfect my voice and my talent, in a sense that at some point in time, I hope to be some talent on like X Factor, or I can't even say American Idol because I'm not in the States anymore. But, you know, talent shows and things of that nature. And another great important question that she asked me, if I had not moved to Denmark at this point in time right now, what would I be doing? That one is really rough to think about, because honestly, Debbie, I'd probably still be home with my moms and pops. You know, and it sucks when you're almost 30 and you're still living at home with your moms and pops. Career-wise, I'd probably be done with my education. I was aiming more towards a generalization of education, becoming a teacher, or actually working at some incorporation like SunPass or some other place. But at that point in time, to be perfectly honest, I really did not have my goal mindset. So hopefully, if I wasn't here, I'd be at home in Florida, sweating my butt off, probably still making these crazy vids and whatnot. But I'm here and my life has changed for the better. Thanks for your question, Deb. Now this next person submitted their question via Facebook on the fan page. So if you really enjoy Facebook and you can't get the time to always sit down and look at vids, you can always check it out here. I'll leave a link down below in the description or at the end of this vid. So guys, go ahead, like it, be a fan, and once again, if these Q&A questions come up and you can't get on YouTube and submit your question, you can always submit it here like this guy did. Sorry, and James, my best friend, also known as the Santa of Santas, wanted to know, what was my favorite cartoon / animation as a kid? I would have to say I grew up 1980s, so the best cartoon animation things at that point in time, because you know cartoons at that point, it wasn't no Digimon, and it wasn't any Pokemon or any Yu-Gi-Oh or crazy stuff for that matter. But at that point in time, it would probably have to be the old school Transformers, Ninja Turtles at that point in time too. Now that I think about it, it would probably also have to be Inspector Gadget. I grew up big on some Inspector Gadgets. I mean, come on, a dude that can talk into his thumb, that's just the shiznit, man. I wish I could talk on my thumb. Thanks for your question, boss man. And well, the next well, actually, that's it. There's not any more questions, because that's it. There was only those little itty bitty questions. I wish there was more, but nobody seemed to want to submit it anymore. So tough luck if you missed out. Maybe next time when I, make a Q&A vid, you'll take the time and the effort to actually put down a question, either in the comment box or on Facebook or even via Twitter. Yeah, that's right. I think I mentioned something about Twitter before my last vid. If you didn't get to see that, you can always go back and check it out. You can always look down at the video response reviews, or you can always go up top and click the previous vid. So guys, that's it. I'm sorry, this vid is ridiculously short, is it not? I would have some interesting news or things of that nature to tell you, but nothing has really happened, guys, so I apologize for that. But in any sense, you've heard me speak a lot, and I'm talking again to this weird camera for some odd reason. I'm waiting for somebody to come in and catch me and act like, dude, who you talking to? In any sense, that equals my voice in my vlog, and I hope you enjoyed listening to what I had to say. See you later.